Hello, my name is Hyungju and welcome to the Darkroom News. In August of 2023, I went to Turkey with my family to celebrate my father's retirement. And I brought my film camera, Canon FTQL, which is the camera that my father used a long time ago. After decades, I got it back from my uncle, and I've been using this camera since high school. For this trip, I brought 3 lenses, 6 rolls of Kodak Vision 3 250D, and a roll of Kodak Ultramax. We went to 8 different cities in 8 days, because that's what happens when you take a package trip in Korea. It could be physically demanding, but it was epic and very convenient. So the first day started at Incheon Airport, and I used Kodak Ultramax on day 1. Not many things happened on day 1, but waiting to get on the plane is what we enjoy the most in traveling. After arrival, we met our guide and other companies, and we went to the hotel. Since day 2, I started to use Kodak Vision 3 250D. We visited 2 different cities, which are Istanbul and Cappadocia. In Istanbul, we went to see Grand Bazaar, the big market in Istanbul. Then we went to see Hagia Sophia and Blue Mosque. After lunch, we moved across the bridge, went to the airport, and flew to Cappadocia. So we spent 3 days in Cappadocia, and I got to say that Cappadocia was the best place on this trip. I don't know how you feel about this place, but for me, as a Korean, the dry landscape felt so exotic, and I wondered what's like to live here during the winter. On day 3, I couldn't go to sleep because of jet lag. So I just took some night photo at the hotel. After that, I woke up early in the morning and waited for the hot air balloons to come up. I wasn't on the balloon because I thought watching the hot air balloons at the hotel would be enough, and I was pretty satisfied while I was taking photography. But little did I know, the view that my family saw above the sky was just insane. I immediately regretted not participating after my family showed me those videos. But I think it's alright to leave some to be desired, because it makes me want to visit Cappadocia once again. After the hot air balloons, we took the jeep tour. Then we went to see Day3, the underground city where Christians evacuated. It was really interesting to see how deep and well structured this underground city is. But I didn't bring my film camera because the passage was narrow and we all had to be careful with the safety. We also went to Gourmet Open Air Museum. This place reminded me Star Wars series a lot, and it was cool to see how people made these holes inside and used them as their houses and churches. After Gourmet Open Air Museum, we moved to Pacific Valley and saw the fairy chimneys. Overall, Cappadocia made me feel like I'm on a different planet. So, if you're planning to visit Turkey, I really recommend you to visit Cappadocia. Day 4 also started in Cappadocia and we moved a lot on day 4. In the early morning, I took a lot of photos of the hot air balloons again. It was great that I could see those hot air balloons in my room without going out. After breakfast, we got on the bus and moved to Konya. In Konya, we only went to Mevlana Museum. I could learn about Sufism in Konya. Then we moved to Antalya.
안 올라가는 되게 같다.
Before dinner, we enjoyed a little bit of Antalya's old town and went to the hotel. So this is part 1 of my trip to Turkey. I was planning to finish it as a whole video, but it's my first video, and because of my lack of ability, I divided it into part 1 and part 2. So stay tuned, I'll probably upload part 2 in this month. In the meantime, if you're interested in watching short films shot on real film, I actually have some short films in my channel, which were shot in Super 8 and Super 16. I wrote and directed the short film called Field Trip when I was in college, and that's why I got this giant film reel in my room. I hope that film worth watching. Plus, I got some decent film recommendations. First one is Winter Sleep. It was directed by a Turkish director, Nuri Bilge Ceylan, and it was shot in Cappadocia during the winter. Second film is The Fall. It was shot in beautiful places of the world, and it shows Sufi dance in the middle of the movie. So this is part 1 of my trip to Turkey. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in part 2.